The National Industry Seminar 2023, organised by the Industrial Development Board and the Ministry of Industries, was held in Colombo this morning under the patronage of Minister of Industries, Dr. Ramesh Pathirana.
Sri Lankan entrepreneurs and manufacturers wanted to ensure that they have more linkage towards the global markets, which we have discussed with the Foreign Minister and also with the Minister of Tourism. And we are working on a particular strategy to link our produce to the global markets, initially to the emerging markets in Africa. So with the collaboration of IDB, they will liaise with the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We will try and take a delegation from Sri Lankan manufacturers to the African markets to ensure that we enter and also develop in such emerging markets in the long run. We will possibly get a moratorium for the debt repayment amounting up to $17 billion. Perhaps we'll get a good 4 to 5 years down the line for the repayment moratorium. So during that time, we have our chances to ensure to strengthen the Sri Lankan rupee and also to produce more and export more. When it comes to the globalization, we have to ensure that we have to enter into certain free trade agreements. We have two world largest economies at our door front. China's economy is predicted to be the largest economy in the world in 2 decades down the line. And India's economy is predicted to be the second largest economy in the world, perhaps 2 to 3 decades down the line. So whatever we produce in this country, whatever that is value added in this country, we'll surely find a market in India and China. And there's no doubt that the Sri Lankan economy, Sri Lankan entrepreneurship, industrialists would prosper in time to come.
One thing I can assure from the central bank point of view, that the banking system stability and the protection of the deposits of all of yours and all public deposits in the banking system would not be affected. Once strategy is approved by the parliament, then we will see that would be a win-win solution for everyone who will be making fair solution, fair contribution, and also while seeking huge contribution from the external creditors who have given us credit, and $17 billion relief in terms of foreign currency debt service payments from external creditors. That what we are seeking is a significant achievement so that we can restore the sustainability of the government. When I hear some commentators, people are saying we contracted the economy, as is our policy is in fact the other side. We prevented the further collapse of the economy and minimize the contraction, limit that to 7.8% compared to economy was going to collapse and crash if we did not take those actions. This year we are trying to minimize further, trying to revive economy at least compared to last year 8%, maybe 0 or small negative this year overall, because we see first quarter already as 11.5% contraction as a result of this crisis. And also in terms of inflation, we all know it was going to be 100% or even higher, all the predictions, but we were able to minimize the inflation at around 70% peak, and now we are going to see single-digit inflation by end of July. And with that, all interest rates will also be coming down. So that is the important achievement in a country which has been going through very difficult times. If you compare a lot of countries that has been going through this kind of crisis, I think we have been able to recover relatively fast time, and also we have been able to reach targets of whatever debt restructuring IMF program within a relatively short period of time.